everyone. So this is for discussion post 5 for econ. So the first question was, what are 2 things that stood out to you or you find interesting in the presentation about cryptocurrency? And to describe what I learned about a cryptocurrency. So truth be told, starting out this discussion post, I had no real idea of what cryptocurrency was, other than a push to get rid of physical money. In my mind, I didn't fully understand it because I figured with debit and credit cards, tap to pay on smartphones, Venmo, that was essentially getting rid of money, in my mind. I didn't understand that it's not actual money being traded behind the scenes, but more like an understanding that you're trading something of worth or money. The Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis said in their paper that it is considered fiat money. That is, its value is not backed by gold or some other commodity. Instead, its value comes from its general acceptance as money. End quotation. I find that it's interesting that Bitcoin has no actual form, digital or physical. Any transfers done are logged on everyone's ledgers and marked as having owned Bitcoin. It stood out to me because it amazed me that something like this could be considered valuable, even though it wasn't really considered real money. Or like physical money, it didn't have that value to it. To be honest, in the past, I've compared it to doubloons, the money on TikTok that you get when you watch random fake cat videos appear on your For You page. I now know that while it's not commonly used form of payment, it isn't something dumb like doubloons. Additionally, because of how secure the coding is, I thought it was interesting that if you lose your personalized 64-digit key, your Bitcoin's essentially frozen forever. I think they said they estimated around 2.1 billion in Bitcoin have just been forever lost to the world because of this. To me, it seems crazy that someone would place so much value in something that can truly get lost so easily. Excuse me. But on to the next question. So with the second question, with the collapse of FTX and the recent developments around cryptocurrency this past year, do you think cryptocurrency would be a viable form of currency or investment in the future? Why or why not? And then what are some things that it can overcome to be more viable? So with cryptocurrency's instability, I don't think it would make a very good everyday use currency, since currency still needs some sense of stability. So if you go to the store one day to buy a loaf of bread, it would cost the same the next day. It may, however, be good for like a secondary investment with its volatile nature. As mentioned in the podcast, it could possibly be used as like a hedge fund due to the fact that it won't necessarily go down in price when other investments would. To be accepted as a form of currency, I think it would need to stabilize and have an actual link to value, like Bitcoin. There's only an estimated 29 million or something released, and such a small amount. Part of its value comes from its scarcity, and I think that is the object of curiosity for people and why it works. But if people lose interest, it loses value. So I think it kind of needs some work, but it could potentially be considered a accepted form of currency, everyday wise. And then for the third question was, if my workplace offers to pay me in cryptocurrency of my choice instead of dollars, would I accept it, and why or why not? So personally, I wouldn't want cryptocurrency as a payment instead of dollars because my job is my primary source of income. As mentioned before, with the ever-changing values of cryptocurrency, I could get paid $800 in crypto, and by the time I go to convert it or use the value, it could drop to $600. I would never actually know the value of my work and how much I would make that week based on my hours because it would change depending on the value of the crypto. And I believe that crypto would be better as a secondary investment or entertainment, as mentioned in the podcast, just because of its unpredictability. But that's it. Thank you.